what you're worth. Now go out and get what you're worth.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Welcome to the Steel City. Is everybody ready to go? Let's proclaim the greatest radio show. Cella and Johnny Parlay with the facts. So relax, grab a drink, then let's kick back.
Raise that Jolly Roger, Pittsburgh. Your buckos are on fire. I am Jim Cella, and this is The Spread. I'm in here with Johnny Parlay in week 2 in a row. Johnny Parlay, how you doing?
Raise it. That's right. You used the dirty word just
I did.
now.
You know,
Don't
I
look
try
now.
not to.
3 out of 3 versus Boston.
Yeah, that's a big series, man. And I know Boston's not the team they were last year, but that's still huge.
That's a big series, but tonight, tomorrow, and the day after that is the biggest series.
Oh, definitely.
Milwaukee. That's the season, man. That's the season.
I think
you got to get at least one.
At least one.
You're
Hope
fine.
2. You want 2.
You want 2, and obviously 3 would be,
Now, what do you think, real quick? Do you think it's better for the Pirates to try to catch the cards, or do you think they should just be happy with getting that and focusing on solidifying that wild card?
I like going for the wild card. Like, I listened to the game on my little transistor radio all night, the whole
Transistor
series,
radio,
you know,
that's a 1980s drop right there.
I use little radio. I work at night.
You're
you
Lou
know?
from Major League. I got this little transistor radio.
I listen to the radio at work, and I gotta try to keep myself awake through Bob Walk. But if I can win that battle, then I'll listen. And they were saying, "Oh, we want Milwaukee to take the Cards down." I don't think so, man. The Cards are not going to be stopped.
Right. I agree. I think that we wanted the Cards to win those games.
Milwaukee been swept.
Yeah, because then they're further behind us, and we have that wild card solidified.
You can be honest with ourselves. We're a wild card team. There's no shame in that.
Playoffs are playoffs,
you look
man. It
pretty
doesn't matter
in that
how you
dress,
get in there.
little girl.
The Steelers won the Super Bowl as
You're
a
not
6
chubby.
seed.
You're just a wild card.
No
Shame in being a wild card.
There is no shame.
You look pretty. Don't listen to them kids. They don't know what they're talking about. They hang out by the tracks. No.
Now I heard
wild card team be fine with that, but we'll know. I think by the next show we'll know.
I heard Mark Madden saying earlier in the week the Pirates should have tried to insert Vance Worley into the lineup, into the rotation. Sorry,
he's a great hitter.
To try to get Liriano and Cole into the series against Milwaukee.
I heard that also. I listened to other commentary. I'm not biased.
I like Double M. He's a good guy.
I mean, the spread, which you can follow us at what?
Bet_the spread on Twitter.
That's right.
You follow us on
there.
Facebook.
We almost have as many followers as the Super Genius. Almost. We're getting there.
Getting close.
You better watch your back. But I hear what you're saying. I heard what he was saying, and
yeah, I definitely just think it would have been a better idea to try to get one of your stud, top 2 pitchers with this being such a big series, having Cole or Liriano
I'm not going to second guess Hurdle, man.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't either. The guy knows what he's doing. He's obviously got us this far.
Only second guessing with him is he chews a little too much bubble gum for my liking, but hey, each his own. If it's winning your games, hey, I'll chew a stick of spearmint if it gets us a couple wins.
You can go to our Facebook page and see the picture Clint Hurdle has hanging up in his office behind his desk. It's a picture of a Big League Chew package, but it's Rowdy Roddy Piper on the package, and it says, "I'm here for 2 reasons, to chew bubble gum and kick ass."
Hey now.
And Hurdle definitely has the chew and the bubble gum part down, so I think the Pirates may be ready to kick some ass.
Name like Clint, you're a winner. Clint.
Poor guy can't sit down, but the Pirates might win.
The Clint's a name. I'll tell you what ain't a name. Travis. That right fielder Travis. That Cabbage Patch
Mr.
Kid.
Snyder.
Terrible, man. We need...
Does he have rosacea, maybe? Is that why he's so red?
I'm not going to hate on someone for a health condition.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Maybe it's still the side effects from that punch he took.
You know what?
That was the baddest thing
I think I know what it is.
That was sweet.
He's so embarrassed because he's terrible at what he does that his face is just permanently red.
He just like giggling out there.
It just stays that way.
I've got everybody fooled.
How am I still on this team?
I fooled everyone. I'm terrible.
Yeah, Bob Nutting loves him because he's cheap. That's the story of the Pirates.
He's going to be good.
Polanco's
just let him gut it out.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He'll get around.
He's better, I'm telling you that.
Cut struggled a little when he first came up. Man, everybody does it. Marte went through a stretch this year at the beginning of the year where he struggled. He pulled through it.
That guy, he's on a major leaguer. I don't know. Only on the Pirates can you play right field if you're Travis Snyder.
I mean, it's either him or Jose Tabata, I guess, if Polanco's not playing good. And we gave him that contract and then sent him the minors, so that shows what they think of him.
Get him out of here. Get them out of here. We got a pennant to win. Well, a wild card.
To win.
No shame in a wild card.
There isn't. They made it through last year and they made it to the next series.
That's right.
Well, they won the wild card game and then made it to the next series, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing about the Pirates that ain't working right now is the fans. They're with their woo.
Woo! They do it at Penguin games too. I think it's just Pirate or Pittsburgh fans in general, maybe.
Telling you, fans.
Stop it.
Do me a favor, Pittsburgh. You're at a game. Someone beside you does the woo. Ray Rice them in the stands. Don't
right
even
there.
Take them to the elevator. Just in the stands right there. We're a legitimate team. We got to have legitimate fans. No woos, no waves. I see people doing the waves.
The waves
bottom
are
of the eighth in a tie game.
Once or twice. The waves okay.
Not at all. You want to do the waves?
Shows some
go to
enthusiasm.
YMCA and go to a swim meet.
YMCA.
Go to the Y, watch a swim meet and do your wave. This is legitimate stuff here, people.
They should just be chanting, "Let's go Bucks."
Let's go Bucks.
Chewing bubblegum in the stands. I think instead of like blanket night, what they should do is give everybody a pack of Big League Chew and then make them all chew as much bubblegum as Clint Hurdle. You think that'll get them jacked up?
I don't know. That might hit the age criteria because it's a bunch of little kids at these games and stuff. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if you want kids choking on bubblegum in the stands. Then everybody's going to be giving the Heimlich maneuver instead of the wave. The Heimlich wave.
Either way, class it up.
The wave lick.
We're better than this. Even though we're just a wild card
team. No more wooing.
At the moment, let's just class it up.
You're not Ric Flair.
We're legitimate, baby.
Just give it up.
We're legitimate, unlike the Steelers.
Cheer.
I mean, unlike that team that is just not good anymore.
Hey, the Steelers are still a good team, all right?
They are not. Yinzers, come to terms, man. Come to terms with it. They're just not good anymore.
They're struggling, okay? The thing that with the Steelers, okay, here, let me lay it out for you, all right?
Lay it out.
And this is the truth, and I'm not hating on anybody. But the Pirates were so bad for so long, okay? They put together 2 winning seasons in a row, and they're God, okay?
But they're turning it around.
All right, I get that. I'm not arguing that fact. But the Steelers have been so good for so long that it's the opposite effect. When they have 2 non-winning seasons, that gets so blown out of proportion. Think about the success the Steelers have had over our lifetime, man.
They're at the top of the apex of the Steel Phantom, and it's a long way down.
I'm not saying they're not, struggling right now, and if they don't right the ship, they are going to be hitting rock bottom again real soon.
They're the Titanic. It's done.
But, I mean, the Steelers, they have more championships, more Super Bowls than any other team in their league.
That means nothing.
It does mean something, man.
It doesn't mean anything.
They have consistently been a good team since 1970, man.
No one cares about that. This
I
is
do.
now. I don't care how they did when I wasn't even a thought. When my dad was 13 doing his arithmetic
homework. Well, that was the last time the Pirates
good?
were any good, is when you were a thought. 1979
is the
last time
they
won
a stats about how they were so bad back then? It doesn't matter. It
does
matters
matter.
today. This is all for me. All these Pirate wins are for me.
I get that.
They ain't for
but
the
Steeler wins
kids.
were there when you were here, man. They got 2 Super Bowl championships in your lifetime, and
that's all I'll
two other Super Bowl appearances.
I mean, I live a wild life, and it
We
may
all
all be
know-
over tomorrow, but I've seen 2. But even if I lived to 90, I may still just see 2.
We all know Neil O'Donnell took the over in the 95 Super Bowl and then threw those picks on purpose so he could win money.
He joined the club. Everyone takes the over.
But I mean, the Steelers have been such a model of consistency that small drop-off is more of a panic mode. Now, if the Pirates go to just a 500 team and miss the playoffs the next 2 years, is everybody going to panic? No, they're not going to be happy, but it's not going to be in full-fledged, oh my God, they're the worst team ever. I mean, I'm not saying the Steelers are good, but they've only been 8-8, man. They were 6-2 in their last 8 games last year.
Well, that still equals 8-8 at the end of the day.
I get that, man.
They're just not good anymore, people. I'm sorry, they're just not good.
They're not great. They are good. They're good enough to win games. They're just not great enough to win some other games.
You know who is good is my fantasy team.
Oh, here we go.
2-0, baby.
2-0.
2-0. I'm
Whatever.
stacked. I mean, 2-0. That's not saying much in an 8-person league because everyone's stacked.
Yes.
But
you and Dash in your damn 8-person leagues.
I'm winning the games that count.
Dash, your league's garbage.
Hey, don't hate on Dash. He's playing the game. You don't even play the game anymore.
I don't play the game because it's stupid.
Is it that, or was it your record?
I mean, my record was stupid, but
stupid bad. Yeah. So you said I give up.
I didn't give up. I thought it was worthless. It was a waste of my time.
You gave up, I think.
I have better things to devote to my time. I got to write stuff for the show every day.
You retired from fantasy football because you weren't winning. Imagine if the Pirates would have quit
They should have quit after
Well,
20 straight
they
losing
stuck
years.
with it, and
They
now
stuck with it.
they're class act of
Thumbs
the NL.
up of the week to the Pirates. Last week it was the Redskins. I think this week the thumbs up of the week goes to Pittsburgh.
The Buccas, yeah, they'll never change their name because everyone likes pirates, rapers, and pillagers. It don't get any better than that. Get on the ship, baby. Go find that treasure. Be a
Raise
pirate.
it. That's right.
Get that hook arm and everything, whatever it takes.
So what?
But I'm 2-0.
2-0.
I got that under my belt. But person I played this week had Julio Jones last night. So I'm a little I got a big
Julio
mountain to
put up
climb.
some big
but
points, huh?
I did win my first Survivor pick ever.
Oh, jeez.
Well, pick my first correct ever Survivor League pick.
First out of like 25.
Yeah, I think 3 years playing eliminated the first week, the first 2 years, and I got to buy back in this year. So I'm going with New England this week. Hopefully
England.
it's a gimme. It's
Who
a
are they?
layup. They're playing Oakland.
Yeah, at home against
They're
Oakland.
favored by like 2 touchdowns. I
that
don't
should
really
be a
know who
good
they
pick.
are, so I think I'm just going to go with them because I don't know who they can or can't beat. I don't know who they are this year. They're always good, but sometimes they lose some strange games. So if they can beat the Raiders, I think it's a layup. I imagine 90% of the league's going to take them though, so no one's really going to make up any ground. It's all about making up ground in these survivor pools. but
Right.
I don't expect to win.
I think New England's probably a safe pick there. Oakland, I mean,
I
like you
wish
said,
you
they're
could just,
minus
like,
14.
Pick the over every week for a survivor league,
Well, then it would just be called an over league.
and then everyone would win everything.
Everyone would win. You're right.
Even though this NFL last week again, the unders beat out the overs 6-8, but NCAA that didn't happen again.
NCAA was what, 24-20.
24-20.
Bet
Those
me
I'm
over.
talking about the like the what is it, Division 1A games.
Yeah,
I'm
none
not
of
talking
those
about
Bunk ass
like
D2.
Penn State Erie. I don't know what happened in their game.
Cal U Vulcans.
Cal U Vulcans went over. Yeah, they beat the Indiana University Indians. Is it?
I don't even know what they're
I think
called.
it's the IUP Indians. I
IUP.
think. I'm surprised they're allowed to be called that.
Do they do the tomahawk chop?
They probably do, but I'm sure there's a petition out there to stop it from our old buddy Chief Powwow. He
Chief
ain't-
Powwow
he
hates
ain't having
tomahawk.
that, no. But, yeah, sticking with the Pats for my survivor pool. Got my fantasy taken care of.
Yeah, if your fantasy team.
Well, you just don't like fantasy because you just can't win. So I don't blame you. Yeah, you can't win. No fantasy. So what else happened today in the world of sports?
Oh man, the Roger Goodell press conference. Did you catch
Ooh.
that at all?
I don't watch press conferences. Are
Oh,
you
my
kidding me?
God. It was
You want
probably.
to watch someone talk? It's bad enough
somebody-
people are listening to us talk. At least they don't have to see us.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to see us because we both have a face for radio, so there's definitely no need for any video going on here at the spread.
No video, but Roger Goodell, he's a decent looking dude. What did he have to say at his live televised press conference?
He liked to use the word expert a lot, and
I didn't see it. No.
change the culture.
I figured he would
and,
say
you
that.
know, he says I got it wrong on a number of levels. Newsflash, Roger, we all knew that a long time
Did he
ago,
mention,
man. You're
like-
the only one who didn't know that, dude.
Did he
Seriously.
mention he had it wrong on like all the new rules that enhance offense?
He did. He likes the offense because
Oh, that's
we
right,
figured
that's
out he takes the over. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's
Him
right.
and Neil O'Donnell were in on that Super Bowl, I think.
Oh, they're tight. They went to Ruth's Chris. They did. They had fillets last
and had some
night.
Worcestershire sauce on
Oh
there.
yeah, you gotta add the Worcestershire. Maybe a little
This is
dash
a
of horseradish. To each its
Worcestershire.
own, but yeah.
If anybody can correctly pronounce Worcestershire, you call us because you're gonna have to come on the show
we'll give
because
you
we can't do
door
it.
prize.
Yeah,
Door
yeah.
prize. But did he? I guess he didn't mention pass interference at all.
No, he didn't really care too much.
But what did he say? I know. I didn't even see it, but I imagine he said harsher penalties was
Harsher
in his
penalties.
vocab. I'm sure he had all kinds of buzzwords.
Oh, well, that's pretty much all it was. You could tell somebody wrote most of his responses. He kept saying, I got it wrong on a number of levels. He kept saying, I'm sorry for that. He kept saying, I'm going to pledge full access to the reports from this guy who's doing this independent report that they already worked for the NFL in prior years, so it's not independent.
So you're
I mean,
saying
he
there's
said
not going to
nothing.
be any more arrests the rest of the year?
There's probably going to be an arrest during this show, quite honestly, man. I mean,
Who's walking
Jonathan
by?
Jonathan Dwyer got arrested. He headbutted his wife because she didn't want to have sex with him. I mean, and then he threw a shoe at his infant son or I don't know, toddler son or something.
What
These
did
people
that
are
kid
crazy. But you know,
What
Goodell,
did the kid do?
the kid, I don't know. They didn't say what he did, but
Well,
I still don't think you need to chuck a shoe at him,
I
man.
guess not. Well, these kids. Don't
It's
be
not
an
as-
NFL. I mean, I always dreamed of my dad playing the NFL, but I don't know now. I mean, I don't have any scars or anything. But I'm glad my dad didn't go with NFL, I guess. As a
I'm telling
career.
you, man, because It's bad.
Well, AP, he's still a Viking, right?
He's still Viking.
Because it
now.
wasn't on camera, basically,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Because what he did was...
But there's pictures of the boys, so that's just as bad, I think.
Well, pictures, yeah, but to see it in the act is a lot more visceral. Like, I mean, I think if that was on camera, go raid his house. He's got to have a security system. He's a millionaire.
Dude, if somebody has Peterson stuffing his kid's mouth full of leaves and beating him with a stick on video, like,
leaves?
Yeah, dude, he shoved leaves in his his 4-year-old son's mouth.
That's absurd.
I don't understand.
Absurd.
How is that discipline?
I know. I mean, like, growing up, I had pine cones put in my mouth by my dad, but I didn't get beat with a stick. That's over the line.
Well, what did you do to get these pine cones?
Oh, I was throwing rocks at someone's house, you know. And he
Peterson's kid just like shoved the other one over or something, man.
That's
You just tell that kid to get up and
around.
push the other one down. You know what I mean? You don't actually hit the kid yourself.
Boys will be boys.
Let them work it out. They're 4. What are they going to do to each other?
I know. I mean,
They're going to roll
Mouth-
around and somebody will get their shirt ripped. You
mouthful
know?
of leaves, that's one thing. At
That's
pine
just-
cones, that's totally different. I mean, that's probably why I have my acquired taste for gin and tonic, because it's got a sort of a piney taste. So I commend you, Dad. Thanks for those pine cones.
John
in my
loves them
mouth.
pine cones.
And you know what I never did again?
Throw rocks at the house?
I didn't. Never once again.
So then I'm guessing you never ate pine cones again.
It depends. On my birthday sometimes, you know. Throwback to the old
Listen,
man.
we got you on pictures, John, falling off of a curb and throwing up at the same time on probably one of your birthdays, or God knows what the occasion was. So.
I'd be suspended for a lot of things if those pictures come out. So let's just keep those
There will be
off the cloud.
no celebrity Johnny Parlay pics
No,
leaked
we
on
don't
Twitter.
Need that. We don't need that. I'm turning into a really big thing around here.
A model citizen,
Model citizen.
Mr. Parlay.
Yep.
That's what the folks call you.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Parlay, and that's all you need to know.
That's right. Well, you know what I'm going to bet on? I'm going to bet on Roger Goodell possibly being fired as commissioner of this league, because this is getting ridiculous.
That'd be fine with me.
We have Ray Rice beating his wife. We have Peterson beating his kid. We have Reggie Bush admitted to beating his 1-year-old girl with a stick, and nobody even asked him. He just
What'd he
openly
put in
admitted.
the mouth?
I don't think he shoved anything in her mouth.
No.
I think he just beat her with a stick. And then you got
No.
Ray McDonald in San Francisco. Charges are pending in his case. Greg Hardy threw his girl onto a bed full of loaded assault rifles and choked her and screamed, "I'm going to kill you." Like, what is
Well, they
wrong
were
with-
shooting a video, I think.
I don't know what kind of video
think-
does that. Do they
I
work
think
for
they were
ISIS?
setting out of... No, I think it was like a rap video.
Oh,
And
okay.
he, you know, he had all the guns and the money on the bed.
Guns and Money. Is that the name of the song?
Well, I haven't heard it yet. I think it's not released yet, but you know, they got the rough cut of the video.
It'll
I
leak
think.
on the internet.
It'll leak. But yeah, I mean, these guys are thugs. A lot of them are thugs.
You know, Goodell admitted that he made mistakes in dealing with this, and he kept saying they need to get these experts to institute these new policies, and they're going to have an actual discipline committee. You know how they have the competition committee now to help with rules?
Oh yeah.
And you love all the rules. Well, now they're going to have a discipline committee, so they're going to have 15 people arguing over what should be the discipline,
Who's
and
the
nobody's
head-
going
who's
to...
the
Why
head of
can't we
that?
just hire one person, not Goodell, hire a person, a former player, a well-respected individual in the NFL to do this job?
Or Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
He'll put us in. He'll put them in line.
Dog.
He'll put the people in
He's,
line.
he'll bear mace you if you get out of line.
Yeah. He'll
Nobody wants bear maced.
No. They just need to institute the Troy Polamalu Code of Ethics.
That's right.
Have handshakes after good plays. Help the guy up. That's all.
Be a Samoan. Pay for people's bills at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I've heard many stories about Polamalu, and I don't know if they're true or not, but you know, he gets up to leave a restaurant after eating his meal, and he pays for everybody's meal in the restaurant just because nobody bothered him during his meal.
Yeah, that wise tale's been going around for years, man.
I would believe it. That's the thing, though.
I was down on Carson one night, and he came into the steakhouse. He didn't pay for my meal.
He didn't. Well, maybe he knew who you were, and you picked against the Steelers that day.
I don't pick. No. I wouldn't ever pick. But I'm just saying, he bought a couple people's meals, but he looked at me and he said, I don't think so.
He didn't.
Not
You
this
look like
guy.
a shady character. He probably thought you were part of the National Thuggary team.
I'm big.
We all know you're the president and CEO of the National Thuggary team.
No, I speak out for the National Thuggary team, which is a new institution we're bringing here. I mean, I've heard of the All Madden team, but how about the All Thuggary team? We could put that together easily. I mean, think of the player announcements for that. Starting at running back, 2 murders, 3 robberies, 1 acquittal, and 1 guilty charge. O.J. Simpson. He'd be great. And then think of Ray Rice could back him up.
Ray Rice, that's it. That's an elite backfield
So
right there, man.
We got our backfield.
All right, so who you got
Let's
a wide
move along.
receiver? You got Michael Irvin.
Well, yeah,
little bit
no
of toot.
doubt. Oh, yeah.
He loves that.
Well, he's got to keep the
That's how he
locker
kept
room,
his eyes open so wide to be able to catch that ball,
He's got
man.
to keep that locker room energetic.
That's
you know?
right.
You got.
Gotta
We can
stay
throw
fired up.
Ray Caruth in there.
Ray Caruth.
He was more of like the mediator. He didn't actually,
Didn't he just hire somebody to kill his wife? Isn't that what he did?
allegedly, Jim.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Well, if he's in jail, isn't it actually proven?
Well, he is in jail, so yes. Well, he's gonna be on the team,
All right.
no doubt. The All-Thuggary
All-Thuggary team.
You want to throw plaques on there?
You got to throw Plex on there.
I mean,
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
yeah, Brack.
Brack.
Plaxico.
Braxico.
Braxico. Yeah.
Dude's got the longest
you
arms
gotta
I've
have
ever
him
seen.
on there. Yeah. I mean,
He only shot himself in the
Yeah,
leg. That's pretty gangster, though, if you ask me, shooting yourself in the leg.
maybe he's practice squad material.
I mean, you can shoot, anybody can shoot anybody else. That doesn't hurt at all. You shoot yourself in the leg, dude, that's thug life.
He's practice squad material.
All right.
I mean,
He hasn't made it to the
You know
to the
who our
roster
tight
yet.
end is.
Tight end, Jay Novacek.
How dare you? He's a stand-up guy.
Mr. Novacek, I'm
Maybe-
sorry.
He's just. How dare you? Aaron Hernandez gets my pick.
Yeah, see, I try not to talk about that guy. He's more of a mass murderer than a tight end.
He beat out. He
Is
may
he the
beat out
NFL's?
OJ.
Is he the NFL's first serial killer? He killed 3 people.
I think he leads the league.
Doesn't that count as
in
a serial
murders.
killer?
I don't know. I don't know. The technical
How many
serial
people do you have to kill to be a serial killer? We're gonna have to get our producer to look that up for us for the next show.
J-Dash, get on that.
Dash, find out how many we need to know for the next show.
Well, we're gonna find out soon because his trial's coming up, and well, I don't know when our season starts, but hopefully he can play in our opener. But we need some linebackers.
Linebackers, you got Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. That name Ray just keeps coming up. Ray Rice.
Ray.
Ray
Everybody
Caruth.
named Ray. If you're named Ray, man, you seek some counseling because you're about to
Ray.
commit a crime of the violent nature.
So Ray Lewis. Yeah, I mean our team is shaping up. Ray Lewis.
Ray, what about the defensive backs? You got to throw Dion in there. Neon Dion. I mean, he never hurt anybody, but he is pretty gangster.
No.
He was heavy into drugs, man.
He's as gangster as MC Hammer, dude.
Well, MC Hammer had the
I'm
coolest
talking
pants I ever
real
seen.
thugs here.
Real hardcore thugs.
Pac-Man. We'll throw
Pac-Man
Pac-Man.
Jones. There you go.
What happened to him?
I don't know, man. He got arrested like 11 times in 9 months. I didn't even
Let's
think
throw
that was possible.
those Pouncy boys in.
Pouncies were in there. They help. And Incognito.
Oh yeah.
That's helping our offensive
Oh
line.
yeah. He'll.
Nate Newton.
Oh yeah, Big Nate.
Look at that, man.
Look
Look
at his team.
Jesus.
Can you stop this team? Well,
This might beat any Hall of Fame team that
we
you can
need
put out on the field.
some offense. We need a quarterback.
Who are you going to take?
I mean, all I can think of is Ben.
Ben? What
Ben
about
Roethlisberger.
Mr. Danny Marino and his drug problems
Oh.
in college?
He's clean cut as they come.
Clean
What
cut.
are you talking about?
Hey, he was blowing toot with Michael Irvin, man.
Hey, he ran Oakland. He ran Oakland. He still does run Oakland. He's like a stand-up individual. Dan
Well,
Marino.
I like Mr. Roethlisberger, and I don't believe
like him
he
too.
did what he was charged with.
I don't like him too, but we need him on our thuggery team.
I would like him just because he's
I mean,
a good quarterback.
Who else gonna beat him out? Did Jim McMahon? I don't know.
Jim McMahon, that's kind of a good pick.
Maybe that guy that used to play for the Raiders.
What about Achilles Smith for Cincinnati? You remember that bum?
Well,
We would lose every game if he was
Is-
our quarterback,
but
though.
did he do anything illegal?
You know
We need
what?
illegalities.
You know who our quarterback is? Michael Vick.
Vick,
Michael Vick,
that's
congratulations
right.
to
Oh,
making
how
the
do we
starting
forget that?
lineup of our National Thuggery team.
How do we miss that?
You are a dog murderer.
How did we miss Mike Vick?
I don't know. Because he's such a thug that we probably shouldn't even be saying this because now he's going to come and try to drown us in a pool.
Imagine this locker room. I mean, this is going to be intense. You better watch your back. I mean,
They're
teammates
gonna-
supposed to stick together, but
Yeah, they might start shanking each other.
I mean, we're almost out of time, but we still need a kicker, man.
We need a kicker. Who can we get?
I'm thinking like a Gary Anderson.
Kara?
He ripped off a Kit Kat bar from Shop and Save.
Which Shop and Save? Scozio Shop and Save?
Oh yeah,
You gotta watch. The Scozio Shop and Saves are the ones you don't want to mess with.
That's right.
We're not gonna say why. We just know you don't mess with them.
Sort of a local thing,
Yes.
but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Gary Anderson, he loves Kit Kats.
Well,
man.
what about Jeff Reed? Because he went all
Oh,
loco
yeah.
on a Sheet's bathroom.
That's true.
So what's worse, stealing a Kit Kat or beating up a bathroom?
They'll have to battle it out in camp, I guess.
That's
I don't
it.
know.
We can have a kicking contest. They can
Yep.
kick the paper towel dispenser on the wall, and whoever gets it off in more or less kicks wins.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, they're both good candidates. I think we got our team filled out.
Round it out. We got to throw Russell Maryland in onto the defensive line, by the
Got
way,
to.
real quick,
Got
because you
to.
need to have somebody that big to play all three positions at
As
once.
long as he committed a crime.
His whole life was a crime.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
He was
Russell,
hanging out with
welcome
Nate
to the
Newton.
team, son. Here's your welcome package. Some blow and a murder weapon.
Blow and a murder.
Make the
and
best
a
of
shank.
it.
That's it.
Now you use it for what it is. We almost forgot our picks of the week.
We
man.
gotta melt it. You're in picks of the week.
Yeah.
The picks of the week are brought to you by Mochar's Plumbing.
That's right.
If your pipes are leaking, you be seeking Mochar Plumbing.
I got the drips.
You got the drips. You need to give them a call then.
Mochar Plumbing.
Mochar Plumbing solves all your problems.
All right. Mochar Plumbing. Don't forget that, people, because we know you get the drips, you get the stinks, you get the clogs, you get it all.
You're having your Super Bowl party and your toilet's all clogged up. You know, you got your buddies blasting off hot wings and hot sausage
Yep.
and ham barbecue.
Well, and that buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah, you know you're gonna need a plumber the next day, man. So you need to keep his number and keep it right on a fridge.
I'm pretty sure we both lost our pick of the week
We
last
did.
week.
Both
We're
own
both
one.
0-1, so
Yes,
you guys know who to listen to.
me.
Or me. You'd have the same record.
Well, I
mean,
won
that's
last
fun.
night and you lost.
Last
so.
night I was made to make a pick. I didn't really.
All I
I
did
would have
was-
sat that one out if I were to ever.
I
go
just
to
asked you what you
Vegas and
preferred. It's not
gamble.
like I held a gun to your head and made you make the pick.
I sort of felt like that. I got that vibe. But yes, I was wrong last night, but that wasn't my pick of the week. My pick of the week this week is those Browns, baby, because Hoyer is the truth.
The Brownies.
He's the truth. They are
Hoyer.
getting. They're gonna give me here 1.5. I'll
One
take
and a
that
half.
1.5, especially if they win. They're gonna win the game. They're at home.
Ooh, I don't know, Bubby Hoyer. Baltimore's coming off a big win against
He's the
Pittsburgh.
truth. He's the truth.
Are they going to
Take
be?
it.
They're going to be riding high after that victory against Pittsburgh, man. You
love
think
it.
Cleveland's still going to win?
Loving
Well,
Cleveland.
they won at home last week against the Saints, right?
They sure did.
2 weeks in a row. Has Cleveland ever won 2 games in a row since they came back into the league?
All I know is that I'm not great at math. I know that. But I also know that Hoyer equals better than Breeze.
But,
You know, that's an equation.
that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
Really?
Nobody.
I thought we were
nobody,
closer than that.
Nobody believes Brian Hoyer is better than Drew Brees. You got to be kidding me.
See, I didn't even know his name was Brian, but I'll still take him. Taking down Baltimore, getting 1.5. What do you like?
I actually like the Buffalo Bills at home against San Diego.
Okay.
San Diego has to make a long trip across the country. They never play that well when they do that. Not very many teams do.
That always happens. That you always think
happens.
that's not going to be an issue, but it always is an issue. That
Well, I mean,
cross flight.
Yeah, and in reality, you're like 3-4 hours off. You know, depending on where you're going to, man, your body gets used to your time schedules. So that's a big change.
Yep.
And Buffalo is only -2.5, so that means a field goal wins it for me. I like to take picks where, -6, a touchdown wins it. If you think they're going to win by 6, you're 7, whatever. But this 2.5, that's a favorable pick for me.
Well, we're both taking home teams. We'll see what happens.
I think Buffalo's going to pull it out, man. San Diego's going to be riding high after that Seattle win. They definitely overlooked this Bills game here.
Go Brownies. We'll see what happens.
Follow us on Twitter at bet_the_spread. Check us out on Facebook. We post all our new rants on there. And check out our YouTube channel, The Spreads. And again, the show is brought to you by Mochar Plumbing. Don't forget, if your pipes are leaking, you be seeking Mochar's Plumbing. Good night, everybody.
Peace. Go get your shine box.